A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, there's a pretty good sounding straight ahead version of Your Love Is Like a Flower, which is a classic bluegrass song. Oh, they tell me your love is like a flower. In the springtime it blossoms so fair. In the fall though it withers away, dear. And they tell me that's the way of your love. All right, so here's how you learn how to do a break. Now I teach a class. I'll just say I teach a class on building bluegrass breaks, and we go through this process in that class. We take a little more time with it in the class, but it's the same process. We start with the lyric and the chords, which we just did. You go to the melody. Pretty plain melody. Sometimes the most professional thing a guitar player can do is just play a melody. Now we're going to add to that double stops. Okay? Double stops aren't hard if you know that they're related to the chord. That's a G chord at that point of the song. So, well, the G chord's here. There's also a G chord right here. You take the melody note and the next highest note, and that's your double stop. Now we've got a C chord, but everybody knows a C chord is this, but I'm going to go to this C chord. That's a C chord. This leaves my fingers open to play the other notes. Now a D chord is this, but I switch this finger to here because I find it's easier to play lead with these three fingers over a D than try to use my pinky. So I always go to here when I play D. Okay. Oh, they tell me. Okay. Now we can put in fills. So we've got our melody, we've got our, well, first of all, we learned the chords and the lyric. We got our melody, our double stops. Now we put fills in. We know what fills are. Fills are those little licks that you play in between when the singer sings his line. Oh, they tell me your love is like a flower. Time to play something. In the springtime it blossoms so fair. In the fall though it withers away, dear. And it tells me that's the way of your love. Now basically we become the singer and the guitar player, and put the melody with the double stops here, and then play our own fills. Okay, so now we have a solo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. the song. But even that right there, that's a pretty great break. You've got a melody, it sounds like the song. Now, just like when you go through the buffet at Shoney's, you get to decide how many hash browns you want on your plate versus how many slices of bacon. Well, you get to decide how much melody do I want on my plate? How many double stops do I want? And this is all, of course, a matter of taste. How many fills do I want? And, you know, it can be whatever your taste is. You may want a lot of fills and not a lot of double stops, or you want to play more of a single melody. Now, then you get to the I'm not even going to say it's better. I'm just going to say another way to do this. Sometimes you think to yourself, well, there's enough melody in this song. You know, the guy's singing 3 verses. I don't want to play melody for the whole time. So maybe you take part of this, and I know some players that take all of it out, but maybe you take part of this, and instead of playing any melody, you play some kind of lick or phrase or line or something that goes along with the chord instead of the melody. So let's do that one time. I'll play something like I just played, but I'm gonna, let's say, on the second time I get to the C chord, I'm gonna ignore the melody completely and just play some licks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so I'm not sure it's the best lick I ever played, but I improvised a little phrase over C. That was okay. It was something, you know. And if you don't get it the first time, you know you'll get it next time you play the song. You know, so you don't worry about it too much. But that is a way. I'm not saying it's the way. I'm not saying this is the way that Tony Rice and Norman Blake did this all those years ago. I'm saying this is a way for a lot of people to start to put together a break. You learn the lyrics and the chords, you figure out the melody or learn a melody, put it into double stops, and I will say anywhere along that path, that could be a completed break. I could just have a completed break that's just the melody. It would be great. What else could I add? I could add cross picking, I could add some Carter style, I could add some different rolls. A lot of different stuff could be added to this. But melody, double stops, add some fills, that's a pretty great place to start. So, I teach a class. We do this every week, almost every week. And I do the same pattern every time because I want it to be something that people can repeat. Where, yeah, by the time you've been through it 3 times, it's like, okay, we're doing the same thing. Oh, I start to see we could do this in a pattern. Now, once you get good at that, I think you could figure out a melody, figure out a break using these different things that I'm showing you. And I've had a lot of people say that they're able now to start making up their own breaks, which is really exciting to me because that's what I'm going for. So check it out on the website, andyslessons.com. There's a link in the description here, and if it's something you're interested in. But even if not, you could take what we did right here, start thinking through it just the same way. All right, thanks a lot. Y'all have a great day. Bye.